Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I know I haven't uploaded in so long. I've been pretty busy doing this and that, I guess. I also have a full-time job, and when I try and mix a full-time job, friendships, a relationship, all of my other things that I need to do in life, it just gets a bit hectic and YouTube gets pushed to the back, mainly because YouTube isn't really an income for me. So when I have to lose something as a priority, YouTube comes down. But now I've kind of got like a healthy balance, I think I can start adding YouTube back into my weekly routine. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I've said it millions of times, we'll get back on track and do weekly uploads. So I thought I'd come back with like quite an easy one for me to film, which is my October favourites. So I've got like 12 things, I think, that I've been loving through October that I just thought I'd talk you through. Some of them you might have seen before, you might have seen them in hauls back along when I got them. Some of them like are relatively new that I've got in my kind of YouTube gap. And yeah, I just thought I'd talk you through some of the things that I've been loving, just in a segue to get back into the YouTube world. So first thing I'm going to talk about is skincare. Now skincare has been something that I have kind of been focusing on more than hair and makeup recently, just because it's something that I can easily do. I found that my makeup skills have kind of gone down the pan a little bit more, where I'm not really doing anything adventurous. I kind of just do the same winged eyeliner and mascara look most days with like a tiny bit of eyeshadow. But I definitely want to get into doing more bold makeup again. But skincare has been something I've just found easy to kind of pick up and toy about with and try and find a good routine. I've done a skincare routine before, so some of the products you might have already seen in it. The first thing I want to talk about is a moisturiser. This is the Nivea Q10 Plus C Anti-Wrinkle and Energy Skin Sleep Cream. So it looks like this. It's a little bit battered at the moment, I'm not going to lie, because it is like a foil metal container, which I believe is, yeah, it's recyclable, so that's always cool. So it's like a metal container, which is why it's got so creased, and I think it's got a hole in it. I'm not sure if that's a hole or just where it's like the paint's flaked off, but I absolutely love this. This is something I've been using for quite a while. Nivea's always been my go-to like moisturiser brand, and their night cream's always been my favourite. I thought I'd try this in a tube this time rather than having like a tub, because I have heard recently that things that come in tubs are bad for your skin because of the way you dip your hands in, so you should either have like a pump or squeezy tube instead. I don't know if that's right. If you know more about that, please like contact me about it. But this is one that I've tried. I just put this on every night. I just put it on my cheeks, forehead, down my like T-zone area and on my chin, just a little bit onto the neck. And it's really just to preserve my youth, I guess, because I don't have any wrinkles at the moment. I am 24, so I'm kind of getting to that stage where they're probably going to start appearing in the next 6 years. But trying to do some prevention, really like it. It's got an orange colour to the moisturiser. It smells really nice. Like, it doesn't smell like chemically or like over the top fragrancy. It's just a nice clean smell. So it's just been remembering to put this on after my full nighttime routine. Another skincare brand that I've been loving is Simple. This is the Simple Soothing Facial Toner, which is 100% alcohol free, and this is the kind of skin range. So I used to use this, I think, back like when I was like 16, 17. Simple's just a really nice brand that I like because it is like free of loads of different chemicals, perfumes, alcohol. They don't test on animals. They haven't got parabens in there. So there's a lot of stuff that's not in their range, which a lot of other ranges do have. So I'm trying to be a bit more like greener about what I do. Sustainability and like animal cruelty is something that's been massively on my radar in the last few months, so I'm trying to buy better products. A bottle that can be recycled, which is also something that I've started to look out for after watching, I think it was Grace Booth did like a video on food shops, and she went in and there was so much packaging that wasn't recyclable that it really opened my eyes. I've been trying to buy new products that I can recycle, basically. I'm just like ranting on now. But I just use this. After I cleanse, I just put a bit of this on a cotton round, wipe over my face. It leaves my face feeling like toned, refreshed, clear, and ready for the next steps. And Simple's a really affordable brand, so definitely recommend if you're trying to like start out skincare, to go and have a look at this. Final skincare product that I want to talk about is this. The next skincare product I want to talk about is this. So if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me like story this the other day. I got this after seeing a YouTube advert for it, and I thought, why not? Like, it'd just been payday, I want to try something new, let's order it. So I ordered a smaller bottle just because I looked up the reviews. People were saying get the 30 mils because you don't need a lot per day and you won't go through it very quick. So this is the Paula's Choice Exfoliate Skin Perfecting, and it's 2% BHA liquid exfoliant, which has salicylic acid in it. So it just looks like this. It's just like a super cute little bottle. And I saw Kylie Jenner like haul a massive bottle of it the other day as well. So I was like, oh, I got that before you. I pop a bit of this on the palm of my hand and just like pop out a little few drops. It comes in like, what annoys me is it's not like a pump or squeezy, it's just kind of like a hole in the top and it doesn't come out that good. But I just pop a few drops of this in the palm of my hand, then use my fingers to kind of rub all over, or you can use it to like spot check. So if I've got a really nasty spot, I just put a bit of this on there. The only thing it does recommend, if you're going to be using this in day, you have to use an SPF over the top because of it is like a pretty harsh working chemical. I would probably recommend like making sure you're not allergic to it first. If you have really bad acne that you kind of go to the doctor about, speak to your doctor before using it, because I'm not encouraging like a 14-year-old girl to chuck 2% salicylic acid on her face because it's probably going to damage. But I've really liked this. I found that it's even my skin tone. It's got rid of the redness around my nose and sort of the darkness around my eye area, and it's just started to overall like even up my face, which is something I've been waiting for ages. And apparently after 2 months use, like continuously of this, you can feel confident enough to go out without your foundation on. So that would be interesting to see. So I'm gonna kind of keep you updated. Maybe if it works a miracle, maybe you'll see me on here foundation. Going on to body and hand care, I have been massively loving hand creams recently. We're getting into, well, we're well into autumn now, we're getting near to winter, so I've started like soaking my hands in hand cream any chance I can get. So what I'm currently carrying around in my work bag is the Baylis & Harding Linen Rose and Cotton, and it just looks like this. It's just a little bottle. As you can see, it's probably got one use left and then it's done. I just use this every time that I've washed my hands, basically, just to put the moisture back in after using like soapy hand gels that you get in work. It smells like fresh, clean washing, which is quite pleasant, I'm not gonna lie. And I've just been reaching for this most days, so I just thought I'd remind you the importance of hand creaming at this time of the year. Final like body and skincare product before I go on to makeup is just like a little random bio oil. So I've been loving bio oil this kind of last 2 months because unfortunately I got loads of spots like in summertime for some reason. I was a bit naughty, I squeezed a load of them and they scarred on my face, so that was pretty gutting. So I've just been like spot dabbing them with bio oil just to try and reduce the scars. I've definitely noticed a difference. Obviously it's not an overnight difference, you have to use it like every day for months, so I've used it like most days for the last 2 months when I've remembered or brought it with me, and I've definitely found it makes a difference. I had some horrible scars like around this area, especially one that I had on my top lip here, which looked like a healed over Medusa piercing. That was just from a really bad spot one year when I was younger. And it's definitely kind of like wipe cleaned my face. Clean wiped. Basically it's just made my face like a new canvas so we can start again, and I will learn from my mistakes and probably not pick facial spots. On to the last few products which I can show you, which are makeup products. First of all is a mascara. I think I've spoken about this before. This is the Revlon Mega Multiplier Mascara. This is in black. Just looks like this. It's like a cool little squashed shape. I guess, squash shape? I don't really know how to explain what shape that is. It's like an eye shape. I've just noticed that it's an eye shape at the bottom. Look. I wonder if that was deliberate. It's got a nice big brush like this. I just find that it individually coats all the lashes really well. It makes them quite thick and chunky, which I like, and spreads them out. So I don't know if you can see. That's exactly what it looks like, and it's definitely something I've been reaching for. It's also got that tubular formula? Yeah, tubular formula, which means when it gets wet you can kind of just pull it off your eyes and it's in big sticky clumps, which kind of grosses me out in one way, but it means I don't have black all down my face instead. So Revlon, really good brand. It's been a brand that I love for ages, and I definitely recommend, if you haven't tried this mascara, just to go out and try from this range. They also have different coloured top ones, which I think, like, there's a waterproof one, and I think there's another one, but this is just a plain old simple classic. Onto an eyeshadow palette that I've definitely spoken about before. This is the Revolution Flawless 3 Resurrection. I'm just speaking about it again because it's been the one that I've been using this whole month. So I'll just give you a quick overview without the bloody mirror in it. So as you can see, you've got like a nice mix of, like, these are like champagne colours, mix of mattes and shimmers and browns. Then you've got your darker earthy tones, then you've got some reds and a little bit of like a purpley colour in the corner. It's just the perfect basic palette if you're not into really bright colours. If you just want to do a load of natural looks, you can definitely do it with this. I like the pops of colours of this like plummy, this terracotta red, just kind of something different for the eyes. Loads and loads of like shimmery champagne shades as well, which are nice if you want to kind of have like a foil looking lid. Revolution, super cheap makeup. I think this is like £8. Which actually I don't think is that bad, to be honest. And I've got 2 of these now. Like I said, this is the Resurrection palette. It normally comes with like a piece of plastic that has all the names on. I got rid of that ages ago, so I can't really remember any of their names. But go and look at them in your local Superdrug, I think is where they're all stocked. Because yeah, if you want to start out makeup, you want to start collecting palettes, you don't want to be spending loads and loads on like Jeffree Stars. Why not start your collection with something affordable until you... Foundation, The Ordinary Colours Serum Foundation. This is the lightweight one, and I've got mine in 1.0p, very fair for pink undertones. This is empty now, so I've only kept it just to show you. It's just like this. I got mine on Cult Beauty, not very expensive for the fact that I've got it on Cult Beauty. Really nice lightweight formula. When I don't want to wear a ton of makeup, just popping a bit of this on. I like the fact it's a pump as well. I just really like how it looks. It's quite like basic cute design. And yeah, not a ton I can say about this, but definitely recommend. I also like their moisturisers, and they have some like liquid exfoliants as well that are apparently quite good. But definitely will be repurchasing foundation from The Ordinary when it becomes payday again. And the final product I want to talk about is the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer, which this is a full one, so this is what it looks like. This is my current one, but I don't want to show you a really like scabby one to talk about. Get mine in light. I really like it because you get like a sponge applicator. You just twist it, which puts the concealer up into the sponge, and obviously you can, as you can see, it like works its way down and pushes it up, which means that you don't lose any product in the end. And then when it gets to the end, I'll just break it open and have a spatula, and then I can just pop it on. Probably the best concealer I have ever used, like ever used. I use it for under eye, around the nose, blemishes. I just put a bit on my finger, pop it on so I don't get the bacteria in the sponge. And super affordable. I picked mine up in Superdrug. They normally have like an offer on for them. And yeah, I just can't recommend these enough. If you want to like try a cheaper concealer that's actually going to have the staying power, that's not going to crease, that's not going to slide around your face, and it is full coverage, then try this guy. The other 2 things that I've been loving, the first is a Netflix series. So, well, I say Netflix, it's not on Netflix, it's on live TV at the moment, but RuPaul. So I have been watching like RuPaul's original 11 seasons on Netflix, but I've started watching the UK version, which I believe is on ITV or BBC Three. I think it's on BBC Three actually. I love it. It's so funny to have the drag queens have British accents, which it almost doesn't feel right, but it's great at the same time because they're completely different personalities to the UK queens. They've got different characters, and it's just really comedic and I really, really enjoy it. So I've been loving that. And also a game that I've been loving, Sims 4. So I tried to get into Sims 4 for so long. Every time I downloaded it, I'd like make a sim and then I'd start playing the tutorial and be like, nope, this is rubbish, hate it. Because I was like such a hardcore Sims 3 fan. Sims 3 doesn't work on MacBooks anymore. There's like a current worldwide issue where basically the MacBook is too updated now for The Sims 3 because it's such an old game. Before there was like workarounds that you can go online, find forums, sort it out. There is now not like a workaround for making it work. Nobody seems to know how to do it, so loads of us just can't play Sims 3 anymore. I've managed to start playing Sims 3 on somebody else's laptop, which is like an older laptop, so it works, but actually I found myself gravitating towards Sims 4. I didn't want to leave Sims 3 because there were so many expansion packs I have not even bought or tried yet, but actually why not just go for Sims 4? So I'm just playing the base game at the moment. I just want to get like used to the base game for a couple months before I start adding expansions, because there is a lot that I still don't understand. Like, I haven't had a child on Sims 4 yet, so I'm not sure how any of that works. So I've just found myself like bashing out a few hours a day on it when I want to like relax in between like errands and work. So yeah, really late to the party on The Sims 4, but now absolutely obsessed with it. So great. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And then you can also push the bell button, which should give you notifications every time I upload. I try and upload every Sunday, which is what I'll try and be getting back to. Obviously hit and miss. If I'm away on holiday or I'm ill, I'm gonna miss a week. I'm gonna try and keep up, but YouTube is not my full-time job, so I have other priorities. But please come back next week and I will see you then.